Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing? Thank you so much, Cancers, for the support. Love the comments. I appreciate everyone. This is our time together. I like spending time with you guys. So we get to talk about love. We get to talk about relationships and things that are going on in our lives. And it's just a little breathing moment. Just want to have a little fun with some of our hidden oracles and our little angel love cards, just to get an idea. Not every message resonates with everybody, but it's still nice to hear different things that might be on your path. Spirits, spirits, please talk to us to let the Cancer family know what's going on and give a little insight. See if anything pertains to them because, we all travel on different paths. But sometimes we intertwine. Talk to us. Let us know the messages to break through for the Cancer family. The Cancer family. All right. Let us. Spirits reveal. Source reveal. Sacrifice. Stability. Ahead. Okay. I'm going to turn these down. One. Okay. Sacrifice. True love is selfless. So you have to be able to give more of yourself and sacrifice. Are you willing to sacrifice a little bit? It must be telling you this for a reason, meaning that you got to give a little bit more of yourself and not be complaining or too judgmental. Just saying, Cancers, because you love love too anyway. So there's nothing anybody could tell you on that. It's just that you don't always express yourself, or you know, there's certain things you like and you don't like. So a lot of times you're not as flexible as you can be or should be. So you sacrifice a little bit. You might do something fun that you like this weekend, and next weekend you do something fun that they like. So you all could alternate where it's not one-sided, and then you keep a smile on your face when you do attend. Don't be like you're not happy that you're there. You're just doing it to keep the relationship good. Don't act like that, because this relationship could bring stability in your life. Set a solid foundation. Stability is important. If you're moving forward and wanting a relationship, make sure you all on the same page about what stability looks like to you and to them, because you're building that solid foundation for growth. You want to be with someone that complements you so that you all can grow well together. And sometimes you get with people that don't see themselves but so far, and you can inspire them to see further away at a distance. Or it could be somebody that always tearing down what higher energy and higher goals you have for yourself. So you have to make sure that you're matched up with the right one. And it says to look ahead. So focus on what's in front of you. Don't keep returning to the past. Focus on what's in front of you, and focus with someone who has focus. A lot of times you get with people that don't have a vision, and they kill your spurs and they kill your vision. Other times you teaching them how to have a vision and go after what they want in life. That's why people compliment people, because when you find somebody that's also a teacher in a relationship with you, you learn things you didn't learn before. You're able to utilize more tools and look at this relationship as something that can build you guys forward and keep you happy, where You try new things. You do fun things so that the two of you could work together. But Cancers, you have to be able to open up a little bit more. And you love fun. You want to do things. You just don't want to be hurt. And that's fine. I don't think anybody wants to be hurt. But this relationship has potential. It just needs some fixer up repairs. Think of a house. You got to change this lock and, paint this wall. It's just needing some tweaking around. But this could be a stable and long lasting relationship. It doesn't always have to be exciting. Woo! Sometimes it could be where you're just laughing with one another. You go to Starbucks or anywhere else and get a nice cup of cappuccino or coffee, espresso, whatever it is that works for both of you. Start building different things that you all can do together. Love is a beautiful thing, and especially in the initial stages when you're working on getting to know each other. How are you going to build a relationship if you don't take the time to invest in it? You got to sacrifice a little bit in the relationship where that person is not pretending to be something that they're not to appease you. And that's when the fakeness comes out. You want some real stuff. I don't want this pretense relationship. I want a relationship where we sacrifice for each other, we build a stable foundation, and we can look ahead to the future. What's the other message? I'm afraid to contact you. Listen, put the fear to aside. Put the fear to the side. You don't want to be scared in a relationship. It could either go yes or no. One would hurt where the other one will uplift. So, of course, you don't want to hear something negative. But if you work on your communication, somebody's got to give in a little bit and speak, right? I'm afraid to contact you, or you just don't want to admit too much of your heart to be disappointed. So you get a little nervous when it comes to making that phone call. But you know what? Anything worth having in this life, it's definitely worth stepping out in front of it, acknowledging it, and speaking to it. So whoever it is, put your pride to the side. If your feelings get hurt, oh well, at least I know I took that step. But what if your feelings don't get hurt and the person is in agreement with you and wanting to communicate more, to get to know each other more? It's worth taking a risk. I can't stop thinking about you. So if you can't stop thinking about somebody, what do you do about it? You let them know how you feel. Are you fearful that they will shoot it down? Speak on how you feel. Let me tell you something. Love can take you through channels and the transformation and the giddiness, the anxiousness. It's like so much. But would you have felt better if you never experienced that part of love? And you can't experience if you never take a leap of faith. I know it's the fear of things that have happened in the past. That's why you have to clear the slate clean. Clear it clean and stop focusing on what happened before. You're aware of the things that happened before, so you're going to be more cautious moving forward, and you're going to pay attention to the lessons that you learned on the way. But you got to still experience life. Life is up and down. You have your highs, you have your lows. You have where you're stuck in the middle. You have where somebody took advantage of you, took advantage of your heart. And you have where you experienced love that it had you giddy for more. But we have to go through the experiences. You can't just shut down and cut yourself off. You can't just dig into your work and figure, oh, I'm not going to even deal with it. Love, man, good and bad. It takes your heart on a whirlwind. And sometimes it takes a little time to recuperate from a past hurt. But you got to keep moving. You have to keep moving. It is part of the process. You got to go through the weeds before you find the treasure. Before you find the treasure, Cancer. So you will experience that turmoil, that upheaval, that gnawing feeling in your belly. In your belly. I couldn't let you get close to me. I couldn't let you get close to me. I couldn't let you get close to me because you were scared. You know something? What I will tell you is that if you ever had a broken heart before, the fear that you're believing of that pain grabbing your heart and squeezing it again, you don't want to experience that because it left you kind of lifeless. But in order for you to find it again with maybe some permanency, you have to go through the trenches again. You have to open your heart. You got to feel. Cancer, you can't hide in your work and your job and your career, your profession, just doing things just so you don't feel that pain. Imagine getting through all of that pain and finding the right one for yourself. All you had to do was to keep going. You get that feeling in your belly, you get it in your chest, and you let the fear factor take over. If at first you don't succeed, try another way. Do it a different way. And what I suggest to a lot of people, just for you to take inventory and pause, when you are no longer in a relationship and it ended for whatever reasons, it's important to get a little feedback. I know it hurts sometimes, but when you sit back and you reflect on the arguments that you have had and the things that was said, ask yourself privately, just in your manifestation time, your journaling time, your feeling time, was there any truth to it? Let's say somebody says to you, you're selfish and you only care about yourself. You don't care about me. You never show me attention. If you are serious about a relationship, you need to make the time for the relationship. It's like some people get a pet and they love this pet so much, but they might have to hire someone to look after the pet or a pet sitter, different things, because they don't have the time to invest in the pet. You know, when you take something or someone to love, you have to make time for them, to let them know that they matter to you, that they're important in your life. It's not just about from one chick to the next or from one dude to the next. It's about, I hope, I mean, everybody may not think the same way, but the intention is that the energy and the time that I'm putting in you, I'm hoping for a positive outcome. I want to build with you. I don't want to keep digging up dirt trying to put more seeds when I can put a seed and keep watering every day and have it grow into what I want and to what they want to be with me and to what we could be together and what we want together. But if you never, 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 never want to invest that time in the relationship, it's like, come on. People want to experience love, but you have to be able to put the time in for love to develop, for love to manifest into what both of you want it to be. And without the assumption in there, when I talk to so many people, especially couples, and we have even conversations about things, some couples are not on the same page. They didn't even have important conversations. What's yours is yours, what's mine is mine. You could still have that and have a joint account. I advise that women and men have their own personal accounts as well as a joint account together, where whatever it is that you all are paying, we're putting inside of here so we could build. Let me tell you something with my parents. My mom believed that my dad, he was good with finances and things, and he invests in this and he invests in that and he does that. And my mother, if he asked her, she would give her feedback on it. And he always gave her money, and she was working. At one point she didn't have to work unless she wanted to, so she was working and saving her money and doing things. And I remember that they were planning a trip. I believe it was a trip to Brazil, and they were going with couples. And my dad was like, "Oh, I spent the money on this, so I had to pay this. I don't have the money for the trip. We have to let them know we can't go." And my mother said, "We can't go." She said, "You can't go." He said, "You have money?" She said, "Yes, I have money." "Where you get money from?" She said, "I save my money. I don't spend every dollar I have or I make or you give me. So you could afford for me to go too?" My mother started laughing. And she said, "Yes, the money is for both of us to go on the trip with all of our expenses being paid and covered and everything." My father was so excited. He was so happy. And my mother said, as a woman, you must always, even if your husband wants to control everything or run everything, you must always have an account wherever you keep it called mad money. She said, mad money becomes very handy. She said, people always think we got to just put it all in. Now, that's great. But she said, had I done that, your father and I would have never visited Brazil, Hawaii. They travel, she said, and my father always now want to show that he could save the money and have money to go on trips too. And he did, and they travel the world. Cruises, everything. We don't want the status quo to always be struggling for stability. We want a relationship where we can build and we sacrifice for one another and we continue moving forward and learning along the way. So if you find somebody that you feel you could trust your heart with, you can sacrifice with, and you can feel comfortable with, why not? If you could travel with, just do fun things with, build a family together. But ask each other the questions that are necessary, because I believe right now that's what you're looking for, Cancer. You're looking for stability. You're tired of playing in the field and playing around. You want to look ahead, but you just want to make sure the person you look ahead with is somebody you want to build with. So just ask yourself the needful questions to see about moving forward. Peace, love, and prosperity. Let love rule. Keep your faith and move forward. Take care. Garnet Queen Tarot here. Peace, love, prosperity.